What's going on, everybody? Angry American back here with another video. Seems like every day I'm seeing videos on YouTube of people getting stopped by the cops, and they, I guess, don't know what to do when they're talking to the cops. And a lot of times they do stuff or talk themselves into getting in trouble. And we're losing enough rights as it is without people talking themselves into jail. And I saw a video by Rebel HQ that I thought would be a good video to kind of show everybody and react to, and kind of give everybody the do's and don'ts and stuff, a few things that you should or shouldn't do. If you don't know your rights, then you don't know that they're getting violated. And these guys are pretty slick at letting you talk yourself into trouble or asking questions and stuff that might seem like they're, meaningless or whatever, until they're putting the handcuffs on you and you're going to jail. So we'll just react to this video and kind of maybe educate people a little bit on it. Let's jump in here and see what we got.
The reason I'm stopping here today, Mr. Alexander, is you're going a little fast, window tint's a little too dark, okay? The speed limit's 45, I'm doing 45, and you came by me, all right? You are obviously faster than me, about 10 miles over to be in fact. So, also, your window tint's too dark. Where are you headed to today?
I'm just going, why?
Huh?
Why do you want to know why?
Just conversation, just asking where you're going. This dude's just nervous as can be. I'm gonna pull him out, talk to him.
This traffic stop out of Richland, Mississippi is a perfect example of how law enforcement officers abuse their positions of power over the communities they're supposed to be serving. And in today's climate, we all need to be more vigilant than ever to protect ourselves and our neighbors.
Mr. Alexander, will you step back here and talk to me, please?
All right, off the bat there, when they come up and start asking you, where you coming from, where you going, stuff like that, most people think that it's just small talk, chit chat, whatever. These guys are really well trained. There's no such thing as chit chat or small talk, no matter how nice they seem like they are. Brian over at Here's the Deal, he likes to say, nice tyranny is still tyranny, and he's right. The best thing to do is not talk to them. You don't have to talk to them. You don't have to help them put you in jail. You just tell them you don't answer questions, and then don't answer questions. You got to give them your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance stuff. But as far as where you're coming from, where you're going, whatever else, you do not have to answer any questions. You don't have to talk to them. You don't have to do anything. If they ask you to get out of the vehicle, like he just did, Pennsylvania v. Mims, you do have to get out of the car. But you do not have to answer questions, and you do not have to talk to them. And if you're a passenger in the car, you do not have to give ID unless they suspect you of a crime.
I guess I can.
Yeah, please, if you don't mind. You're not under arrest or anything, I just want to talk to you.
I got a concealed carry permit.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Do you have it on you? Do you have the firearm on you?
Yeah, it's in
Just
my
don't-
waistband.
Okay, just don't do me a favor, don't reach for it. That's all I ask. Just keep your hands up there, okay? Alright, so I understand it's a traffic stop. Not everybody gets stopped every day, and this can be a little uncomforting for people. I get that. Okay. My concern is that you are about to suck all the oxygen out of the air right now because you're breathing so heavy. All right, you're so nervous. And so why would you be extremely or overly nervous with me for a simple traffic stop?
I mean, because I was talking and I was busy, but I didn't know I was speeding.
Okay.
So I wasn't really sure why I was getting pulled over.
Okay.
As you recall, the officer was recorded on his body cam claiming that He is justified in continuing this investigation because the driver was nervous, which is frankly, well, the most reasonable reaction to have when talking to the police, given how we've seen the institution treat our fellow Americans.
Do you wear glasses or contacts?
Contacts.
Okay. Are those colored contacts, or are your eyes always that kind of grayish, glassy,
I
a little
got
bit glassy?
green eyes or whatever.
Green eyes. Okay. Are you under the influence of any narcotics or alcohol today?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, your pupils are like pinpoint, and that's why I asked. So,
I mean,
have you taken
there's
any
a couple
prescriptions or
things.
anything?
You asked me why I was nervous. First of all, I didn't realize I was speeding. So did you get that on radar, or?
I paced you. I was right behind you. Actually, you
Okay.
passed me, as I said
I mean, it's
earlier.
possible because I was talking
It's
and we
not
were
possible,
in a
it's fact.
conversation. Okay.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have just stopped you for nothing. I mean, I'm doing the speed limit and you passed me, so there's that. I mean,
Okay.
that's in my line of work. That's called a clue. When I'm doing the speed limit and you pass me, that would be a very
I mean,
obvious
I can't
indicator of
argue
you.
with you. I like I said, I might have been, but I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay.
All
And
right.
then you were saying about my tent, but
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the tent's not illegal.
I guarantee you it is. The state law is 28%, and that's a lot
In the
north than
front or the
28%.
back?
Any window.
Okay. Well, I just didn't know.
Well, and that's common.
You're asking me why I'm nervous. That's because I was kind of upset. You're asking me where I'm going and where I live, and I don't think that I'm allowed. I don't have to answer that.
You absolutely don't. It's just casual conversation.
This is the trap. Law enforcement officers asking vague questions, trying to provoke consent or confusion, hoping you'll say something that gives them an excuse to escalate. It's deliberate. The more unsure you are, the more power they have. This officer wasn't looking for cooperation. He was looking for a reason to dominate. And sadly, if you assert your rights, even calmly, they treat it like you've done something wrong.
Do you have anything illegal in the car today?
You know, like I said, I got a concealed carry permit, but other than that,
Yeah, like she said there, guys. Yeah, he says it's just casual conversation. No, it's not. These guys have no interest in, getting to know you or chit-chatting or small talk or anything like that. They're trained to, in really slick ways to get information out of you. Even you might not even think you're giving them anything, and be giving them a lot. That's why it's best just to not even talk to them. You give them the license, registration, proof of insurance, whatever you got to give them as the driver. But you just tell them, I do not answer questions. And they will probably still keep trying to get information out of you. Or you get the, well, if you ain't got nothing to hide, I don't see why you wouldn't just, talk or answer this question or that question or whatever. Just like as a passenger, if they do not suspect you reasonable, articulable suspicion that you committed a crime, you do not have to ID. They'll probably say, well, if you've not got anything to hide, I don't know why you wouldn't just give us your ID. Well, it's because you don't have to. As an American, you have rights. They are supposed to, they swore an oath that they are supposed to support and defend the Constitution and protect your rights. But they're not going to. They're going to try to get anything and everything they can out of you. And try their best to get you to where they can put cuffs on you and take you to jail. Do not give them anything to do it. Don't answer questions. Do not answer questions, officer. I do not answer questions. I plead the fifth. I do not answer questions. You cannot give them anything if you do not talk to them. You're only doing yourself a favor by not talking to them.
no, I don't have nothing illegal.
Okay, so there's nothing. Would you mind if I look?
No, you may not look.
You may not look.
Unless you have a search warrant.
Okay, I don't, but
Okay.
I'm simply asking. I mean, your pupils
I mean,
are
I can open up the trunk, I can open the doors up, but I don't want you to go in and look through my car.
Okay, there's another thing. Can I look in your vehicle? Do you have a warrant? No, I do not. Then no, you cannot look in my vehicle. Do not offer. I'll open the doors. I'll open the trunk. I'll do this. I'll do that. the more opportunity you give them, the worse it is for you. You open your doors, you open your trunk, whatever. They see any little thing they can use or twist. That if they can articulate it, then they can get by with it. They say, well, I saw a little bit of a baggie or something in the floor. It could be a sandwich bag you forgot to throw out of your car a week ago. It's in the floorboard, kind of under the seat, whatever. They see a little bit of a baggie there. That I thought I saw a baggie. It might have had dope in it. Anything. A little foil that you pull off of your cigarettes whenever you open a box of Marlboros fell on the floor or something. I thought I seen foil. It's too easy for these guys to get into your vehicle as it is. Most states, all they have to do is say it smells like weed. All they have to do is say, I smell weed, and they have the right to go dig through your vehicle. Do not give them any opportunities extra from what they already have. A lot of times they'll try to, keep you on the side of the road and bring a dog in. They're not supposed to extend the traffic stop. They have a reasonable amount of time to be able to pull you over, come up, get your documents, your driver's license, all that stuff, go back, write you a ticket, give you your ticket, and let you go. They cannot extend the stop to wait on a drug dog. If they do, then you take them and you sue them. But do not give them any openings to get into your vehicle. This guy's going to open his trunk and all that stuff. It's not necessary. Either you tell them no, they can't search, and then they're either going to come up with one of their BS ways of getting into your vehicle, or if they're lucky, there might be a drug dog nearby, and we all know those drug dogs, they can fake hit on your vehicle with those drug dogs. So I said, I smell weed, fake hit with a drug dog. Or the plain sight doctrine. If they're looking in your vehicle from outside through the window and they see something that, reasonable articulable suspicion, I seen this, I thought it could be that, they're in your vehicle. Do not give them any extra opportunities. If they want to look in your vehicle, it'll be the I smell weed, a drug dog, or warrant. Do not help these people put you in jail.
Because I don't feel like I have to.
And you absolutely don't. I'm simply, see, in my line of work, what I do is I love doing this, okay? I love working in narcotics. And you're giving off a lot of precursors that could potentially lead up to narcotics. I'm not saying that you do, and I'm not saying that you don't. If you don't have anything...
No, I don't have any narcotics. I don't do...
And I didn't say that you did.
You're foaming at the mouth. You're asking me why I'm nervous. I mean, this is ridiculous.
So there's nothing illegal in the car.
Are you a supervisor? Or are you a supervisor? May I have a supervisor?
You're talking to him.
Okay. There's nothing illegal in my car whatsoever.
Would you like to see my supervisor?
I mean, what's the next step? Am I going to get a ticket for speeding or what?
That's to be determined. I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm simply asking for... I don't understand why you're getting so hostile with me.
Because the way I'm being treated, I mean...
How are you being treated?
How do I look like I have narcotics?
I didn't say you look like you had narcotics. I said you were displaying indicators.
What are you saying? I have pupils. I'm nervous. I mean, I was upset because you're asking me where I'm going.
That was just casual conversation. So here's the deal. Look, I'm not going to sit here and argue. I'm not going to argue with you. Okay, I'm simply asking you a few questions. What would you like me to do? Do you want me to open the trunk? Do you want me to? I just asked if you mind if I look. You don't have to. You can tell me no all day long.
This is such a major issue with how our policing system operates. Knowing your rights is not and should never be treated by law enforcement as an admission of guilt, nor should it raise any suspicions. But because officers are trained to view anyone they come into contact with as a threat to their safety, it's no wonder that they perceive anyone who doesn't unequivocally comply with their demands as worthy of further investigation. We've normalized this warped standard where compliance is valued over the Constitution And the people paying the price are always the same: those without power, those without connections, those who cannot afford a lawyer on speed dial.
I mean, you're welcome to look. There's absolutely nothing in here.
Okay.
Absolutely
so
nothing.
Would you mind if I look in the car?
I give you the permission to view what's in my car. But
Okay,
under no
here's the
circumstances
thing.
are you allowed to just search my car without a search warrant. I mean,
There's a few different ways that I can. Probable cause, okay, which I'm just asking you for
What's
verbal
the
consent.
probable cause? Can you please explain to him what the
I
probable
didn't,
cause
I didn't
was?
say there was. I
You
just
did
asked you
too.
if I could
You
look.
said I had
Look, you're just
suspicion
getting
of
defensive
narcotics.
with me for asking common questions. All right, I'm just doing my job. I'm doing what's called a patrol investigation. I made a stop for probable cause, which
Can
the
I
probable
please have a
cause was
witness,
speeding.
sir?
He is a witness.
Can you please come closer and listen? Okay, thank you.
He's recording. I'm recording. I know y'all are
That's
recording.
great,
That's
because
fine. That's well
I'm
within your
sure
right.
there are steps to go to the station and get copies and everything of this, because this is ridiculous.
Okay. Is this your wife, girlfriend,
This
friend?
is my fiance, my girlfriend,
Okay. Okay.
for 5 years.
Okay, well, congratulations. Yeah, I'm just
mean-
asking you simple questions. There are indicators leading me up to this questioning. Okay, I'm not just saying, ooh, hey, guy in the middle of the road, breathing heavy, whatever. But there are indicators that have led me down this path, which is why I asked. So I get it. He's upset. This isn't something that people go through every day, and I hate that he feels like I'm coming at him some type of way. But there's a reason why I'm asking these questions that I'm asking.
The driver eventually says that he's going to remain silent and not answer any more questions.
I do not come at people some type of way that you perceive that I am, okay? You got defensive with me for doing my job, okay? Stop, don't interrupt me again, please. I've been more than restrained and trying to be very nice to you, okay? So
Yeah, you can see there the mask starts to slip a little bit and the nice goes away. These people are not here to be your friend. They're not there to help you. Serve and protect is just a slogan on the door, and that's as far as it goes. The traffic stop, just like when anybody that's my age or whatever from a small town or a smaller town can probably remember when I was a kid. We had traffic stops and stuff. You get pulled over for speeding, whatever. They gave you a ticket or a warning, whatever they done. Like when I was growing up, I knew a lot of the cops and stuff. They were actually out there to do the job like it's supposed to. But the cops nowadays are not like cops back then. Back then I've been out when I was younger drinking and stuff. I've had them take me home. They pulled you over for something. That's what they stopped you for. They didn't pull you over and want to, harass you and all this other stuff and try to search everybody's vehicles and all this other stuff, because they were trained different. Cops nowadays are trained that you got to do whatever it takes to go home at the end of the day. If that's violate your rights, if that's tase somebody half to death, shoot somebody in the back as they're running away, or you reach over to get your driver's license or something or whatever out of the center console and then they gun you down. I mean, it's crazy. These cops are trained literally that everybody out on the street is literally out to kill them. They're scared to death. That's why you hear officer safety all the time. They don't care about your safety. They care about their safety. They're not out here to protect and serve. They're out here to harass and collect and go home at the end of the day. That's it. But he's getting all upset because this guy is upset because he's doing his job. Well, your job was to, he pulled him over for speeding, he says. Well, you got to get his license, his proof of insurance, his registration. You write him his ticket. Here you go, sir. Do me a favor. Slow it down. Here's your ticket, warning, whatever. You send him on his way. It's every traffic stop anymore. It seems like is, well, regardless of what they pulled you over for, it's like they are trained to get into your vehicle and try to find something that they can arrest you for. And there's too many people out there that's just like, can I search your vehicle? Oh yeah, officer, go ahead. I don't care if you're a Christian preacher and you've never done drugs, drank, smoked, whatever your whole life, and you've never done anything wrong. They ask you to search your vehicle, you tell them to get a warrant. Stop giving these people a free ride to put you in jail. It literally getting to the point now. They're all over YouTube. You can find videos of cops just forcing their way into people's homes. I seen one yesterday, the day before, that I'm going to make a video on, where a cop comes in somebody's house and literally will not go back out, and tells the lady that because he's in her home, he owns her home. It's not the way it works. People are giving away their rights left and right. And anybody that knows the government is, once they get something, you don't get it back. We have to stand up. We have to fight for our rights. Stop giving them away. If they want to put you in jail, make them earn it. Do not let them in your vehicle without a warrant. Or, like I said, the drug dog or I smell weed will get them in your vehicle. It shouldn't, but it does. And there's really no way of holding these people accountable anymore. Even with lawsuits, it doesn't come out of their pocket. Taxpayers pay for the lawsuits. Complaints, they don't care. They'll tell you, I don't know how many times I've seen videos of people saying, I'm going to put a complaint in on you. That's fine, I don't care. These people, they're allowed to do whatever they want. They exempt themselves from the laws that they force down your throat. And there's really no way to hold them accountable. So do not give them any openings to put you in jail.
Here's the thing. I've asked you questions and you've just been defensive with me the whole time, trying to do my job. All right, so I'm going to ask you one more time.
No.
Do you mind if I look in your car or not?
No.
Okay, well then just sit tight. Don't go back in the car for now. All right?
The officer would then call into the department, making this damning admission in the process.
I'm borderline that I don't have enough physical indicators in the vehicle, physical traits like any shake, anything like that. I don't have any odors. I don't have any cover smells. There's no trees hanging from the from the mirror or anything like that. There's no odor concealers, anything like that. All I have right now is behavioral indicators, and I mean this dude's behavioral indicators are through the roof. I don't know. I got a warm and fuzzy on it, brother, but he shut down on me and done got defensive, and I don't have any like physical indicators, but dude, his behavioral indicators are just skyrocketed, and I think there's something here. He's just shutting me down. I don't have enough. I don't think I have enough right now to go any further with it than I can, so I was looking for a dog, but it'll be all right. If he is dirty, we'll end up getting him one day, I'm sure.
No drugs, no weapons, no crime. Just 2 weak citations and a whole lot of rights trampled in between. What this officer did escalate over nothing, intimidate a civilian, admit it was all baseless, wasn't just wrong. It was policy in action. The scary truth is that this happens every day in cities and towns across America. And unless we change the system, unless we demand real accountability, it's not going to stop. Because right now, abuse of power is the system.
I'm not doing this video.
Yeah, she's right. And shout out to Rebel HQ on that. That was a good video. Yeah, like he said there, he shut down. He shut me down. Um, it because he finally got smart and stopped talking. The worst thing you can do is talk to these people. You're not going to get anywhere good from it. When they come up, walk up to your door, and always record. Always record. Use your phone, record them. As soon as they walk up, they're on camera. If you got a dash camera or whatever, I've got one in my truck. Twist it around to where it's pointing towards your door, so it gets them on camera. Use your phone, record them on your phone, especially if they make you get out. Have your phone, have it recording, record them doing whatever, everything they say, everything they do. But when they walk up, they say, you got a license, registration, proof of insurance, whatever. Best to, maybe your license or your registration and your proof of insurance, have that together somewhere or in something, and have it like over your sun visor or whatever, so you're not having to reach in the glove box and dig through there for something and all this. Put it in your center console over your sun visor somewhere where it's real easy to get to. They pull you over, get your stuff down, you've got it right there. Then all you have to do is get your license out and put it with it, hand it to them. Then when they start, because they're going to, where you coming from, where you going? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't answer questions. That's it. They're going to keep trying. They're going to keep on and on and on. Well, if you ain't got nothing to hide, why wouldn't you just answer? Why wouldn't you just talk? Officer, I understand you're doing your job, and that's fine, but I understand my rights, and I understand that I do not have to help you in your investigation. I do not have to self-incriminate. I'm going to exercise my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, and I'm not answering questions. 100% going to piss them off. But 100% is going to help you. Like I said, if you don't say nothing, you can't give them nothing. And they're going to try. They may even ask you to get out of the vehicle. They do. Like I said, you're recording, got your phone recording, you step out, keep recording, keep the phone on them. That helps you too. They're a lot less likely to step out of line when they know somebody's recording. It's not to say that they won't, but they're a lot less likely to. And if they do step out of line, then you have them on video. And they'll probably tell you, oh, I see you're recording, that's fine, we're recording too. Don't care. Their recordings are bad to get edited, deleted, or just refuse to give it to you. I've seen where several auditors have been, screwed over, and then when they file discovery trying to get the body cam or the dash cam, them, deny it and hold it up, and them not be able to get it until, after the trial. Well, by then it ain't going to do you no good as far as in court. But if you have a recording on your phone, then you've got it. You don't have to try to, fight and beg and plead to get it from them. So always record it. Anytime a cop comes around, speaks to you, somebody you're with, you get pulled over, whatever, I don't care. Pull that phone out and start recording. If you're around and you see somebody else getting pulled over or the cops messing with them, take out your phone and start recording. Maybe they don't know to record, or they don't have a phone to record, or whatever. You record. Then if something happens, you've got it on video. But They ask you to get out of the car, keep your phone, keep recording, get out of the car. Hey, you mind or do you have anything illegal in your vehicle? Officer, I do not answer questions. What do you mind if I search? Do you have a warrant? No, I do not. I just asking. If you ain't got nothing to hide. I do not have nothing to hide, officer, but once again, I do not answer questions. If you have a warrant, then you can search it. But if you do not have a warrant, I do not consent to any searches or seizures. They go to pat you down, whatever. Make sure you say, I do not consent to any searches or seizures. When they pull you out of the vehicle, they can pat you down for officer safety. But make sure you tell them, I do not consent to any searches or seizures. Because they cannot go into your pockets. But just stay calm. Get an attitude. All this other stuff, it's not going to help you any. Give them the stuff you have to give them. Keep calm. Record. And do not talk to the cops. I do not answer questions. I'm sorry, officer, but I'm not helping you in your investigation. I'm not self-incriminating on anything. I'm pleading my Fifth Amendment right. I do not answer questions. Most of the time, they're just going to give you your ticket and let you go. There are some cops out there that will. The law means nothing to them. Your rights, the Constitution, none of it means nothing to them. They will make something up just to take you to jail. And those kind of cops, it ain't going to matter if you talk to them or not. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. But at least if you don't talk, you don't answer questions, there's no way at all for you to give them anything. And if they do that, then you have it, a recording of everything up to where they take and put you in handcuffs and take your phone. But if they do go to put you in handcuffs and take your phone, you're not going to be able to record in handcuffs. So just push the button on your phone to lock the screen. Leave it recording, but push the button to lock the screen so they cannot get into your phone to delete the video or whatever. I've seen where people have done this and the phone continues to record. They don't know it's recording, and it's picked stuff up that they've said where they're talking thinking nobody's listening. Then the phone picks it up. When you finally get out and get your phone back, you can go and play that, listen to it, and see what it picks up. Sometimes that's all the difference. You pick them up. Hey, this guy, asshole, whatever, it's giving me lit. Or, they don't care about the Constitution, most of them, and they'll say, oh, this one of these constitutionalists, giving me lit, made me mad, whatever. So I did this or I did that. Let him spend the night in the jail, because cops will go the whole, you might beat the rat, but you won't beat the ride. They don't care if the charge won't stick. They just want you to take a ride to the jail and spend a day or two in jail, just as a punishment. It's not right, but that's what we're trying to fight. Cops are supposed to be out there to protect your rights, not just to hem as many people as they can up. I mean, anybody that spends any time watching this kind of content on YouTube, you see where the two ladies flipped a coin of whether they were going to try to put this girl in jail or not. Some of them will actually come out and say, that they're going to send somebody to jail. Oh, I know the charge won't stick, but you can beat the rat, but you ain't going to beat the ride. There's just all kinds of stuff on here. We have to start standing up and pushing back. It's supposed to be the government gets the power from the people. It's supposed to be the people that are the rulers over the government. But nowadays it's the government that rules over the people. And when that starts happening is when you start losing rights, and we're losing rights like crazy. Like the old saying, when the people fear the government, you have tyranny. When the government fears the people, you have liberty. Well, we're going to have to start putting some liberty back in this country. It might be a little bit at a time, but as long as we're making a little bit of headway, a little bit of difference, we're moving in the right direction. So, and like I said, if you're a passenger, if they ask you for your ID, then you tell them, so, well, what crime do you suspect me of? Well, you haven't committed no crime. Well, then I'd rather not show my ID. If you have not committed a crime, you do not have to ID if you're a passenger. If you're not in a vehicle and a cop comes up asking you for ID or whatever, you ask them, what crime do you suspect me of? If they don't suspect you of a crime, if they don't have no reasonable, articulable suspicion that you've committed a crime, you do not have to ID in most states. I mean, depending on what state you're in, you can look it up and find out for sure. A lot of states, it's like Texas, I think you have to be lawfully under arrest before you have to ID. Some states, you have to be lawfully detained before you have to ID. I can't remember if there were any states that you had to ID just because, they asked for it. But like I said, you can go online and Google ID laws for your state and look and see what the actual code says. But the best thing people can do is look up the laws for their state. See what the law says. Read the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. Familiarize yourself with this stuff. And when you find out what your rights are, you study it, figure out what your rights you have. You stand on them. Do not let them push you down and back you down or intimidate you. Stand on your rights. When you say, I do not answer questions, then do not answer questions. But I can't tell you how many times I've seen people, literally the cops just sit back and listen to people talk, ask a couple of questions, and people talk themselves right into jail. Just know your rights. Familiarize yourself with your Bill of Rights, your Constitution. Familiarize yourself with the law. Because a lot of these cops, they don't know the law. And 99% of them don't know the Constitution or the Bill of Rights. They know statutes and stuff like that ordinances, policy. They know that stuff that's drilled into their head by their bosses and by the academy and all these government sources. But these guys, they're out here to generate revenue for the city, county, state, whoever they work for. They're not out here to protect, they're not out here to serve. They're out to generate revenue. And the way they do that is you. Don't let them. Don't give them the opportunity. But I'm going to start making some more videos on a lot of this stuff. If you want to learn more about it, I mean, I'm learning on this, making videos and stuff. I don't have, a lot of videos on here. I'm going to try to start making more because I want to educate people on their rights. I want to educate people on, what to do, what not to do, what rights you have, what you don't have, and try to start, educating people on how to handle situations like this. So, if you wouldn't care, like and subscribe. May even try to do some lives. But I mean, like these cops say, no matter what, they're going home at the end of the shift. Well, no matter what, I want you guys to be able to make it home. Not go to jail. Not get, highway robbed by these road pirates. People have a hard enough time making it as it is right now. Times are hard. Money's tight. You have a better use for your money than to give it to these government, dogs, pretty much. That's what they are. They sick their dog on people. Keep your money. Keep your rights. I do not answer questions. Simple as that. I appreciate it. You guys, like I said, like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications. So if I make a video, you'll be notified. And watch for the next video. Like I said, I'm going to try to make some more videos on this stuff so people can kind of get educated on it. Just kind of, hang in there with me. Like I said, I'm learning this whole computer stuff, making videos. But like, subscribe. Shout out to Rebel HQ on that video. They done a great job. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I appreciate it.